Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, how's it going? There was music playing. How's it going? How are we feeling? By the time this gets posted, it'll probably be late January or early February. Regardless, thank you for tuning in. Hello, how's it going? I keep saying that. I'm sorry. It's reflex, but I hope you're doing well. Walking into a cemetery. So this is probably going to be called cemetery or something. Well, technically, no, this is a cemetery. I was about to say graveyard, but no. I don't know. I usually call these something, whatever. I was thinking about the idea of magic and whatnot. And during a psychosis moment at one time, I had it in my mind that I would somehow make it a reality where, like, there are laws around magic, in the sense of, like, there are tangible laws that say, like, if you get caught doing this, if there's evidence that say that you were doing this or that, because I don't know, like, people are gonna do it. You know what I mean? Let's really just be honest about it. People are gonna do it. And by it, I mean magic, regardless of whether or not it's a acceptable thing to do by societal standards. Like, people are gonna do it, And sure. I definitely believe that, like, things are going to balance out regardless. That's why the world is fucked up the way that it is, because people keep stealing things and, like, doing things that they know they probably shouldn't be doing. On a moralistic level, but, like, wouldn't it be, like, I just know that there, like, I don't know who's watching this in the future, but, like, I just know that there's people out there who would agree with this sentiment. Like, there should be laws, there should be, like, regulations around, like, if you have evidence for certain things, because currently there's nothing saying that, like, oh, if somebody got a cauldron and, like, stirred up some things and, like, somebody died 3 days later, there's nothing, like, what is that, like, what, you know what I mean? But, like, it is an action that was taken, and then it ended in death, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like there should be more things around that, and maybe there are reasons why it isn't like that, but you know what I mean? I feel like that would definitely be something to make it a more just world. I mean, I think there's a lot of other things that would make it more just, but I don't know. I guess not everybody wants that reality. I don't know. I guess some people are fucking sick in the head. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I've been recording a lot more of these videos, I think. I still have been recording tarot videos. And I noticed, like, I already kind of had this in the back of my head, but I noticed there was this guy. I saw his backup account, and I happened to, like, click on one of his videos. I thought he was kind of cute, and I commented. He replied, and then when he replied, I kind of thought to, like, because in his bio it says this is my second account, and so I went to his main account, and he's actually quite popular in some way, in some vein. Which isn't really relevant. I don't know. It was something that I thought about, you know what I mean? It was a conscious thought, but, like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of it. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. He, like, did tarot. Like, his alternative account had nothing to do with tarot. Most of it was him in the gym, I think. His main account didn't really have that much tarot. Like, it was just, like, something that was there, and I was like, okay. I mean, it's cool that people do it, I don't know, but, like, it just seems sometimes a little bit. I smell a fire somewhere. I don't know why I smell a fire. I'm gonna, like, lower my voice. I don't know who else is in here, but I smell something very potent. But yeah, and then I posted a little jokey joke about it on my TikTok account, and one of my fave mutuals, shout out to her, she commented, she was like, yeah, it seems like it's becoming a trend, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. Which isn't inherently bad. I think the part where it becomes bad is where people are doing it in a way that is, like, not really respected, or not the right way to say, when people are doing it in a way that is not really useful for growth, for evolution, for like, you know, and not everybody has that goal, but like, I don't know, man. Like, the human ego is very strong these days, and I feel like people doing sacred things without sacred intention can be kind of a bit dangerous. Like people who do yoga, or people who do like meditation retreats and stuff, but then like, I don't know, I don't even know how to, I don't know. Everybody's here with different intentions. Everybody here is on this earth with different, you know, whatever. I'm not necessarily here to judge, but like, I don't know. Some things are just, but anyways, I went off on a tangent. Once again, magic and stuff and spirituality. I definitely feel like it should be sanctioned, like a sanctioned thing, like a regulated, like, you know, if you can prove, I'm gonna say this is like the third time I said this, if you can prove that somebody was like doing some sort of working against you or whatever, and like it caused actual damage, like that should be like, you get fined, bitch, or maybe you get hung. Just kidding, not hung. Hey Burtons, what's up? Maybe not hung, maybe that's too medieval, but like, you know, some sort of punishment because you did an action and somebody got hurt. And like, that's how it works in the justice system. You do something and it causes turmoil, causes damage, and then you have to pay consequences for that. I don't see how that's a crazy idea. But yeah, I had that thought during a psychosis moment, where I was kind of like, and I call it a psychosis moment, maybe it's an enlightenment moment, I don't know, an awakening, whatever, it doesn't fucking matter what we call it. But I felt like I was like kind of losing touch with, yeah, I felt like, because then I ended up in the mental hospital, and like, you know, it was one of those moments where like, you know, I kind of had to like, it was like a tower moment basically, for me, mentally and kind of physically. I had like 2 separate phones and I lost both of them. Literally, fuck that hospital, by the way. I'm not gonna name no names, but fuck that hospital, because, and fuck those police, the police department over there. Like, I love that city so much, but fuck them, because like, how you lose my phone, and then nobody's able to, like, what, and then y'all looking at me, y'all like treating me like I'm crazy, because I'm trying to get my fucking phone back before I fucking leave, and you like, I should be more angry about that. Like, that's the most anger that I've had about that, I think, because I'd really just let it go because of the mental state that I was in. And like, I was just like, I'm thankful that I'm alive. I'm thankful that I have something. I don't know, because I had a little bit of money. You know what I mean? Like, I had a little bit of something. I don't know. But my phone, because then they gave me a charger. What do I need a charger for? I don't have a phone anymore. Breathe through it. It's okay. I feel like I'm looking really good today. I shaved earlier. This is supposed to be about magic, and I do want to stay on the topic of magic, but I guess, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that in this video. I'm going to save that for another video. Thank you for watching. Like, I hope that this was inspiring or useful in some way. I hope, like, I don't know, because I feel like somebody with the correct connections and whatnot could definitely make that happen. Somebody with the awareness that, like, there should be regulation around magic. There should be, like, laws. And right now as I speak, Trump is still in office. Who knows what January or February will look like. I don't know. I'm not predicting anything. I don't like to predict things, but like, February is an interesting energy. February 2026, I'm gonna just say that. And it could just be a personal thing, but I also had somebody else kind of affirm this, like, unintentionally. You know, I wasn't seeking the information, but like, you know, somebody had also said the same thing in astrology terms. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm in the past. I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know. I'm gonna talk for a little bit longer though, because like, I don't know, people who do like evil things, I don't mean to sound rude, I don't mean to sound mean, but like, quite honestly, a lot of times people who do evil things, who do wicked things, are very not that smart. And so like, even from a biblical perspective, like, a fool does not listen to reason, and reason says you should regulate something like magic, you know what I mean? But, like, they don't care about that because, I don't know, whatever's going on in their head, whatever they're, I don't know. We could blame the spirits, we could blame whatever, we could blame the human ego, I don't know, there's a lot of different factors. Like, you know what I mean? It's a crazy world we live in. And I don't know, who knows what it'll look like in a few years? I don't know. I like to be optimistic. I gave up on humanity a few days ago. But, like, who knows? Who knows what it'll look like? Who knows what the future holds? I don't know. I'm not a predictor. I don't predict things. That's not me. Now, I could predict a pattern. For sure, for shizzle. But I don't really like predicting things because, you know, for me, the future's as I said. I don't know. I'm not even supposed to be here. Thank the gods I am here. But, like, you know what I mean? Anyways, I'm going to end this here. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you think in the comments, or don't. I don't know. Have a nice rest of your day. Stay groovy. Hope you know God loves you. Hope you know miracles happen all the fucking time, bro. You just gotta fucking believe and align yourself, man. And make time for meditation, and, like, there's a lot of steps. But you know what I mean? Anyways, stay groovy. Bye.